need to get to 4. Her distributors underneath her need to all be at 400. And so the whole group
So walk me
volume,
through it. So just kind of walk us through it. Walk us through the chart. What's needed?
so Gwen is at 187 and she needs 400, so she needs another 213. Rose has group volume of 182 and needs 218, or I said 213 for Gwen, 218 for Rose. And then Danielle is at 63 and she needs 337. Janae's
So before you, so let's add that up. So that's 213 plus 218 plus 337. So that only equals 768. So keep going.
okay, and then Janae is 697. And so is that going to be putting them at 1303?
It will not. So that will only put them in 768. So 1303 minus 768, she'll still need an additional 535 in volume to hit 2000.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Not quite sure.
Yeah.
That they need more than 400?
Correct. Either that or Janae group, her personal bonus volume can grow, or somebody can start working on going.
Ruby.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, executive, sorry.
Right. Sorry. So since Rose just signed, since Rose just signed her husband, we really could push Rose to start working on executive, which if she goes executive, how much in extra volume would that bring in?
$8.
How much?
If to go executive, they both, her DTs need 400 each.
So it would make how much extra in volume?
That'll be, hold on.
Don't second guess yourself. 800.
Okay, I was like, dang.
So that would cover that 535.
Yep.
Even if she was pushing for it and didn't hit it, it would essentially get her close enough. Do you get what I'm saying? And then it also produces more wins in her organization. Go ahead, Radhika. Oh,
I was agreeing.
Yeah.
So what does commission hold mean?
They have not filled out their tax form, or there's something wrong with their tax form. They can't get paid, but you can still use them for your promotion.
Okay.
And that's why the first thing that we tell people to do is go in and lift their commission hold so that they can get paid.
Okay.
So everybody help me come up with a plan for Janae. And the crazy part is, because I am working on my own personal rubies for Jamaica, I actually have, I'm working on one of my newbies go, and this is why it's such a blessing to have upline, because she has more people in her organization than just these 3. So these people can also help with the collective volume, that extra 535 that was needed. Who has questions? What can boost her volume if they haven't done it already?
Running auto ships.
Yep. What else? Come on, y'all.
If they enroll any customers, if they enroll any Perks members.
By way of what?
What do you
There's-
mean, like?
Like following their
Oh, like an
success, or you
order?
mean something different?
How they enroll the customers? What,
Six
what,
and three.
what are we teaching them to enroll customers? How are they doing it?
Host to post?
What else?
Launching their parties. Trying to think what else. Just talking to more people.
What else?
I said real.
What else?
Stories, Facebook
Going
stories,
live.
going live.
TikTok.
Reels, yep.
Getting out into the community, word of
Mhm.
mouth.
Follow up.
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
follow up.
What else can get the volume up?
Your personal orders. If you make a personal order.
What else?
Getting business partners, so DTs.
Yeah. What else?
What is the AS?
Would auto ships be part of? Would
Auto
that
ship. Yep.
That's what auto ship.
Yep.
Okay.
What else?
I'll say going live, showing the product, auto ship, passing out
Testimonial.
Blitz cards. See if they want more information about the product or explaining them about the business if they want to be a part of.
Yeah. Hundreds list. Have they done that? What else?
Out to your current PMs for one-time
That's it.
orders.
Yep. What else?
I'll say checking on your distributors to see if they want if they purchase anything else to bring up their volumes. Or checking up on your customers to see if they purchase anything else for their volume.
Correct. So when you guys are looking at this, everything that we have listed here, who should be doing that?
All of
We
us.
should be doing it.
Everybody. But who does it start with?
Us.
So who on this call wants to talk about which one of these that you aren't doing that you need to do.
Hey, would the declines be added to that list?
Yep.
Like checking on your customer before the declines?
Come on, I just asked y'all a question.
Just about
Launch
every
parties.
just playing.
Well, from looking at this list, things that I have not done. Well, I've done it once. I've done one party before, but trying to do it again and get out there and doing it is something that I want to do, but haven't done yet. And a couple of reasons why was not a reason enough to not get it done. So for me, it's figuring out the logistics because I'm a green and it's like, oh, how to do it like enough. I've had the conversation with people and it sounds simple enough, like just make a flyer, put it out there. But there's a block somewhere in it for me to like get it. Like, how can I do a party? I don't want to have it to where it's like, oh, it's in my home and I'm just inviting, you know, but that's something that I want to do. I want to get past the blocks. Forget giving it that much, power and talking about it. I want to get past it and actually have the party.
Right. I mean, I'm being blatantly honest, as somebody who has parties in her house, a lot of times people ain't checking for you like that. Like for you to be fearful to have a party in your house. And I ain't even like trying to be shady. Like I'm not saying it's crazy, not crazy people out here, but we have the Holy Spirit that lives inside of us. And so the Holy Spirit will say, yeah, no, don't invite that person. Like the person can't come to the crib. We're gonna meet for a coffee date. You know what I mean? But outside of that, a lot of the people will be people that you're familiar with. It normally won't be that many complete strangers, right? So that's really just you overanalyzing the situation. So I look forward to you having your party, and Day will be there to support you.
Yeah, any money you won't know how to do a party till you do a party. Like we can give you all the suggestions. We talk to her blue in the face, but this business is more so you learn as you do. And so you'll get better. It's almost like the live. Like people, I'm scared to go live because it's not going to be perfect. It will never be perfect if you don't go live. Like it will never be right if you don't go live. You will never know how to do a party. You will never be comfortable doing it if you don't just do it. So just do it, girl.
Another thing too, I just thought about, Imani, you graduated from JSU, right?
Alcorn.
Alcorn. Still, girl,
Mhm.
you can go and see if you can get some rooms like on campus and stuff like that. Like do a college campus.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be like this long drawn out thing. Literally, even if they let you set up, I know up here, the school I graduated from, they let some people set up tables like in their little tunnel thing, depending on, the time of day and stuff like that. But I mean, you never know unless you ask.
Lily. All right, I need to know, all the rubies in the house, when you guys look at this, be honest. Okay, let me bring my face back. You have to be honest, because if you're confused, you're gonna leave it up to us to have to do it ourselves, because we have something on the line when it comes to the rubies. You get what I'm saying? So be honest about not understanding, feeling overwhelmed, having questions. Like you have to be honest about this. Because we're in a winning season, meaning we close and we get it done. But this is your promotion. And I remember, like, the ownership is just so important. Oh, have loyals have parties. I didn't even think about that one. You can have Perks members have parties for you. Or even just randoms, people who don't want to order. Yeah. And then of course the one-time orders as well. Yeah. So what was I saying?
You
Speak
were
up
talking
if they
about
don't.
ownership. Ownership.
Yes, ownership. I remember y'all, I was going triple diamond. And baby, let me tell you about me. And this is how you know you about that life. I ain't judging. But I was knocking off box by box, literally. There's something called a number chart. And so, Brittany, what you drinking? How? We weren't supposed to have two.
Girl, it's my second one.
Oh, I'm like, now you cheating. So now I need to go get another one, do third.
No, this is my second one.
Because low key, I want my juice. Anyways. Yeah, okay, sorry, that was a sidebar. I'm like, we just thinking our three, like what we doing? We grieving a little bit over here. So anyways, so I was just going box by box because the boxes are numbered. So I just was going box by box. And I realized and had a conversation with somebody. She was like, I want to close my own promotion. And I was like, girl, this is my promotion. Like, what close it where? I need, I got a timeline. And so if you ain't moving in my timeline, since we're gonna have to talk, okay? Like, we're gonna talk. She was so drove. Like, I want to close my own promotion. I want to close my own promotion. And I'm like, you got till midnight, okay? Because Rachel's going triple diamond tonight. And she closed her own promotion and she did it in like before it even got close to midnight because she wanted that gratification of her own promotion being secured by her. I'm for real. If I needed some extra, like my grandma, she loves the product. My mother, my other mom, she loves the product. I got some aunties that love the product. What am I doing? If somebody was not working and did not close the box, I'm calling all them. And I'll be like, all right, you want some aloe? Which I need, because I need to close the box. So what product you getting? Like, I know you need to re-up because you're not a customer. And sometimes it is your customers. You can call your customers and have them place a one-time order if they're local to you, and you can hand deliver it, and then you can move that volume where you need it to be moved. You have to be strategic and want it so bad that you'll figure it out.
Say that again, Rachel.
With the customers?
Yes, please.
So you could have like local customers and local family that use the products that are customers that may not be ordering or they want additional products. And you just call them, get the money for those products, place one big order to move the volume, hand deliver the products so that you're able to close the box. But at this point right now, it's only the 19th. So we need to enroll like crazy. It's getting your 6 and 3 done, because getting your 6 and 3 done brings you new blood onto your team, which essentially is more exciting than calling all your cousins them to tell them to order a product from you, or not order, but buy off of you. Solution focus. Absolutely. It did really happen. And so my question is like, who understands? Who gets it? Let's see. Who is iPhone? Who is that? That's the same. We're gonna have to, that's the same person as before, ain't it? That's Bria.
That's Talisa.
That's Talisa. Hey, girl. No, that's Bria.
No, one is Talisa, one is Bria.
The one with the camera on is Bria.
Both of them got their camera on.
Where's the other iPhone? Girl,
I'm-
bye.
I'm
Oh, I
looking
see
at
Talisa. Oh my God. I was not even looking at Talisa because I saw her face, and so I could only see like Bria's nose. So I didn't know. I didn't even think twice about Talisa because anyways. But Bria, you see, you can't see her. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, because I was like, he was kind of not responsive over there. All right. Come on, Rubies.
Rachel, may I say something really quick? I know Rachel asked a question, and like I think one person answered, and it's one person who I know has been really coming out of her shell and thriving, which is Kaylin. I will say this. When you're not doing something in your business, and I'm sharing I've been in the business for 8 years, I'm sharing something with you from pure experience in every level of my business, right? when a question as such is asked where you have to call yourself out, right? You have probably made something up in your head as to why you can't fess up to it. But then when you finally get the courage to say it out loud, you'd be so amazed at how freeing it is, because you make up a scenario in your head of how your enroller is going to respond. Right? I've done it time and time. So what's happening in, which so many people aren't answering, is because you made up in your head how your enroller is going to respond. Or maybe you think that the person who's helping you is going to judge you because of that one thing that you're not doing, when really the purpose of you sharing is so that you can, so that there can be help, right? And there can be accountability. So I know Rachel asked the question, there was a list of things, right? And in those lists of things, she asked, what are you not doing? Right? And to share those things. And then you're not sharing them to be judged, you're sharing them as a point. Once I'm willing to share it, that's the point that I'm willing to change it. If I'm not willing to say it in a space that will grow me, I'm probably not ready to change it. And so no one's here to chastise you or not help you, right? That act of vulnerability, of courage, right? To be vulnerable, to say it, is the best place to get help. And so using Camila as an example, now she has so many things to go with, right? Because she got what she needed. And when we don't speak up with what we need, we come to the meetings not getting exactly what was supposed to be specifically for me, because I didn't share. And so we're just depending on someone else to have the same struggle. So it's like, I hope someone else says this so I can hear what I need, instead of saying like, let me say it. And so shout out to the people who will be courageous, because you're going to be the reason why someone else gets free, right? And so when we don't share, we're blocking ourselves from the full ability to be able to grow. There's an expectation that you're going to need help for the life of your business. There's an expectation that you're going to not be probably doing something in your business at one point in time, right? Expectations about the word, but even if you don't say anything, it's gonna happen. Like, there is an area that you need something, right? And if there is never an area that you don't need to grow, then it's probably time for death. That's just, you know what I mean? Because there's always an evolution that can be happening. And so the question that Rachel had was, what on the list are you not doing that you need to start doing? Because there was a full collective of things, right? And there's things that are here for me too. And like, I have my one-to-one with Rachel every single week. And I was like, I wasn't doing very well, right? My triple diamond self, right? 8 years doesn't mean I still had to be aware of what I was not doing. And the only way that I could get what I needed, because I could not expect her to read my mind. That's not fair. So, question again, I don't know if we have to share it again. On the list that was compiled of the things that need to be done so that the volume can be closed and that the distributors can be signed, what have you not been doing?
I've done some of the things, but most of it not. I'm feeling like where Brittany was, you come to it, I'm here and active, and then back in my shell and back in my head, and then something good happens and then I'm back, and it's been back and forth for me. And I'm feeling like I have a lot on my plate just here in this month. Last month, not so much, but that's not to be an excuse, because I am trying to learn how to divide my time to these different things that are going on in my life.
Appreciate you.
And I know I have you guys as cheerleaders, and I'm just not using you. And I keep telling myself, stop doing that. And I continue to do it, not do it.
Well, this is what I like to tell the team. If you beat yourself up, how can you stand? And if you beat yourself up, the enemy has no job. So the place of accountability has to be in a place of grace. It's I did this, for example, in our 9-week challenge. I had a night where sis ate some cookies, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. Sis ate some cookies, right? And my body said, excuse me, we ain't eating no cookies. And when I tell y'all I had the bubble guts and I was so sick. I was so doggone sick, y'all. Like I'm out here with just I felt like death. My body was like, get that out of me right now. But I could have just hit it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I got a little bug. I don't feel well. I'm gonna lay down. But for what? Like I did it. And did. And if you're doing something, you should have the courage to be like, I play games on my phone all night. Guess what I did last night? I told them today at Monday Meetup. I had found this. So I was, I watched this encouraging reel. It was really encouraging. They was in the living room and they was singing and worship songs. And about an hour later, I knew all about the life of a couple where this lady had terminal illness and I never knew about it. Like she had brain cancer. And so I got caught up in their life. And so I did. I scrolled for a while. But when I do it, I do it. Like we grown. And we all make mistakes. We've all fallen short, is what the Bible says, right? It's life. But we should never be in a place of condemnation. It's conviction. And conviction is supposed to bring change, not condemnation. If you're feeling condemnation, that ain't the right thing. And you don't have to show up perfect because nobody is. And it's a lie. You look like a fraud because ain't nobody on here perfect. I ain't perfect. I'm far from perfect. And if you had to be perfect to build this business, I wouldn't be here. Period. Period. And so right now, what are you not saying? Some of y'all, and it's crazy because once you finally come out, it'd be like, dang, you could have went Ruby 6 months ago. But you were so caught up in what it looked like and what people are going to think about me. Like, I'm not your mama now. I ain't your cousin now. I ain't your auntie now. We ain't ever to just talking about people. Like, we don't have time for that. We are literally here to help you change your life. That's it. It's our job. If we're not helping you change your life, we don't make money. There's no scheme about this. And so going Ruby, you have to let go of the hard-headedness. And then going Diamond, going Emerald, you have to let go of the hard-headedness. Going Diamond, you have to let go of the hard-headedness. What did Keisha just say? I love my friend, but she hard-headed too at times. I'm hard-headed. And there's different stages of life that make us hard-headed. Or make us feel justified in the hard-headedness. But all it does is just keep us down. And so this is why we have these calls to ask the questions. I don't want nobody to tell me, like, y'all, we are better together. We're better together. And so you're either the room needs you or you need the room. Somebody needs to hear what you have to say. And it's going to be the reason why they break through, which in turn helps the Black Diamond team. And so this is so much bigger than you and your situations and your circumstances. I felt the pull when I got on here that a lot of y'all not using a calendar. Drop a 1 in the comments if you do not use an hourly calendar. I didn't say have it. I said use it. Drop a 1 if you don't use an hourly calendar. Guess what? We can tell. We can tell. It's been the bread and butter of my business for 10 years. People probably giving you sign dates and you write it on a piece of paper. Do y'all get what I'm saying? And so the simplicity of, why y'all ain't say that? Y'all could have been like, Rachel, I'm not using the hourly calendar. Today I need to go to Target and give me an hourly calendar, or I'm gonna order it on Amazon right now. And I'm gonna get my hourly calendar because I'm serious about this. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So right now, I mean, it's 8 o'clock at this point, but I shouldn't have to we shouldn't have to beat it out of y'all. You understand? Y'all should come on this call like, I probably should meal plan. I probably should do this. I don't do my personal spiritual development. So today, this is a weekly call. So this week, I really need to focus on my personal and spiritual development. I haven't ordered receipts yet, and somebody ordered receipts, and I need to. Please forgive me for the delay. I have to figure out who that is. Yeah, and that's great that you use your phone, but we've kind of discussed that, and so that's going back to, and I can say that because me and Janae, that place of hard-headedness. Trying to do it your way, but you're not Ambassador Diamond. And that is no shade. Like no shade whatsoever. That's like me trying to tell my trainer what I'm finna do. And it's like, oh, we'll train yourself, Rachel. And let me know. But when it don't work, I'll be here. Only thing is, he getting paid. And we are literally for the free 99 mentoring a lot of people. And it's top tier, but it's not implemented. And in some levels it is, but where does the full submission come to your life changing? Because we want your lives to really change, but you have to be fully submitted to the process. All right, what Ruby to be got something to say before we get up out of here? Let's have two of y'all.
So parties is one for me. I know I need to do parties. The reels, the lives, the TikToks. For sure. I do lives, but not I do them like sparingly. I could do them more. I find myself scrolling on TikTok, so like I've been kind of like staying off because of the scrolling. So just trying to, I overthink it. I know last time I was told I can just use a picture, still, I guess I'm still overthinking it, but I was one too about how to be creative about it, what to even post, what to say on it. So that is my thing. And I know when I overthink things, it paralyzes me to where I don't do anything. So, and for the suggestions for the parties, I just need to do them either myself or ask somebody to do one for me. I was afraid of not knowing how to do it, but the answer is I won't know until I do it. So those are mine. And then also creating a sense of urgency when someone wants to make a purchase. I get people wanting to make purchases, but it's just always not right now.
And what do you say to that?
I don't really say, well, I ask for a hosted post if they say not right now, but then I schedule a follow-up for them, and then usually by the time when the follow-up,
how do you do that? What do you say
for the follow-up?
Mm-hmm.
So I ask them, so I usually ask them like, so when can I when is the best time for me to follow up with you so we can get you started? And they give me a date. But then when it comes,
so
I'm not getting a response.
That being direct.
Okay.
I want to follow up with you. What day do you get paid?
Okay.
What's your payday? You have said like being extremely direct.
Okay.
And then also using the objections folder on boards.
Okay.
The customer objection, does everybody know about the customer objections folder on board? No. If you don't, you go look at the money. Keep going.
Yeah, I probably should use it more, but for the most part. So that is just, and I know I do need to get more with being direct. Like it's crazy because like I can be more direct with some people than others, and I need to be consistent with it.